Welcome to all my moms, pops, guardians, and guests. This is episode number 22 of the Mom and Pop Spot podcast. Welcome to my co-host Bernice. Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate you. And we got a star coming back. It happens to be Luna Star. Please show some love. Not that
Is
one.
it because I'm childish?
I know. What was that for?
I was trying to do. I was trying to do this one. There we go.
There we go.
Cool. She came to bring her incredible energy and talk parenthood with us. How are you guys feeling today?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Where are you guys at from 1 to 10? Mentally, emotionally?
10 being good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
10.
you're at a 10? That's
Always
good.
put myself at a 10.
Yeah. What about you?
Today's a good day. I'm gonna give myself a 10 today.
Dang, that's good.
I know, and you know
Yeah.
I don't have good.
I know.
days.
You're always at like a 5 or a 7.
Like a
Yeah,
7.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say what I am because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
No, that's
Oh,
not fair. What are you
no,
feeling?
I'm
Why?
probably at like a 7. Life's
A
been
7,
crazy.
yeah.
Like 2023 came in and I'm taking like so many L's. Like I feel like LeBron. Just kidding. I don't want to,
Yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, I know. I'm
You're
doing too much. Yeah. Just kidding. LeBron is actually
Hopefully
really good.
we'll make you happy.
Yeah. No, this show makes me happy. Like I get excited because this is like my cigarette break. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the fact
Yeah.
that I don't smoke cigarettes, you know?
Right.
But let's see. Anything challenging with this week within parenthood?
We started therapy.
Did you?
Started therapy back this week.
Nice.
Mhm.
Therapy is really good.
Nice.
So
yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I do want to mention that, please take the chance to get therapy if you can get it. So I was standing in the mirror this morning and I was like, man, do I have a dad bod or do I have a mom bod?
Bro.
Does mom bod,
Stop
is that offensive?
No.
Like if you're looking at
No.
yourself and you're like,
No.
oh man, that girl has like a mom bod.
No, because there's several different varieties of mom and dad
Yeah.
bods, and to each is their own. But I feel like everybody's sexy as hell. I mean, you just gotta
You
kind
gotta
of,
own your shit.
yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
own it with
Or,
confidence.
excuse me, own it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Own it.
I don't know. I was like, fuck, I got to stop eating. You know what I mean?
Bro,
I'm
you're
like,
good.
Yeah.
You're good. You're
And you
you're
go
solid.
to the
I
gym
don't know.
too. Like that's good.
I mean,
Bro,
it
I'm
just-
so happy I am tall. If I wasn't tall,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You going to the gym?
I mean, I do a lot of cardio. It might
Mhm.
not look like it, but I play a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
See, and that's the cardio. That's the cardio I need because I'm starting to look like a lowercase b. You know what I mean?
Stop.
So I really got to work on it. But tell me if I'm a bad father. So my son had a choir performance this yesterday actually, and I really didn't want to go. But hear me out. I want to be supportive, and if he would have had like a solo performance, his own role or whatever the case is, I'm all for it. I'll put the money in or whatever the case is. I'll support you 100%. But he was a part of a choir, and then I'm like, I'm gonna watch 100 of you just singing the same song. I don't want to go.
What grade is he in?
5th grade.
5th grade.
Yeah.
Did you tell him?
You didn't tell him.
I
that,
didn't.
though.
Yeah, I
You
don't wanna
didn't say,
break his
I don't
heart.
want to go.
Yeah, I don't want to break his heart. I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, actually, I didn't lie to
But
him
why didn't you want to go?
because I had so much other stuff going on. Like I
Like you
had
had things to do.
Yes,
or
I had to
okay.
work because the fact that like my coworker's out this week,
Yeah.
work is just fucking nuts. Where
Crazy.
it's through the roof.
I
so
mean,
I was like
yeah.
struggling. So I was like, you know what, like I
Okay.
gotta work.
Yeah.
I could have, easily have gone or whatever the case is, but then I'm like, I started thinking about the variables and everything else. I'm like, okay, it's probably better if I can just hold back, let him spend some mom time or whatever the case is, and
Mhm.
then I can kick back with the other kids. You know
I
what
don't.
mean?
I don't think
Yeah.
you're a bad dad. But did your kid say he was excited to go? Like, did he express like all
No,
the?
so he's in this weird stage where he's kind of like not really being expressive or communicative. I don't know if that's the right word. He's not expressing himself enough where he's like saying like, okay, this is going on. I got to do this. He's not, being more verbal, and that's what I want from
Right.
him. So he didn't express that either. So that also was another invitation that I was like, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you're a bad dad.
No.
I think that's a perfect opportunity to check in, and that's a great time to give a lesson. I mean, a life lesson. One with responsibility and following through, and then two,
Yeah.
if it's not a good time and you don't want to talk about your emotions, you still have commitments, and you still, you're responsible for showing up to this event.
Yeah.
You need to be honorable and show up and put your
So
put yourself out there.
have you had a moment like that where you didn't want to?
Yeah, all the time. I'm a single
Yeah.
parent. So
Yeah.
all the time there's a lot of stuff I don't want to do or hear or see. I don't want to look
Absolutely.
at the same picture that's been edited 20 times. I don't want to sit here and hear the same argument 30 times. But as a single mom and as the only adult and as the only consistency in their life,
Right.
I'll tell them the truth. Okay, mommy, you got to show me what's different because I can't find the difference. I've seen this picture 20 times.
Yeah.
Can you show me what's different? Versus because my kids are a little opinionated like me, so they're gonna tell me if
Yeah.
I messed
Yeah.
up. They're gonna be like, no,
Yeah.
look, listen, what kind of mom are you? You don't want to look at my stuff?
Right.
They'll tell me.
Right.
But like
Yeah.
if it's some real, like on some real shit, there's some times where I'm just like, look, it better do something this time.
Yeah.
It better move. I need to, because you have to explain that to them though. That's
Yeah.
the part where we have to explain this to them.
Right.
And then also creating healthy boundaries. So is this something you need an opinion on, or is this something you need validation for?
Yeah.
Because then that allows me to figure out how I need to respond. Sometimes I just need to look, nod, and say, mm-hmm. And sometimes they're like,
Yeah.
well, wait,
Yeah.
where's my response?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, also too, yes, we're parents,
Uh-huh.
but we're normal. Besides, sometimes you have to put that parent away, like
Right.
that side away.
Yeah.
You are a person. You are your own. So if you're feeling a certain way, that's okay. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay the way you were feeling, taking care of yourself at that moment.
Yeah, but it was
is
more just
okay.
about work. It was just like, because I knew I had work I had to do. I knew it'd be a lot easier if I stayed home with the baby. Because my youngest, the baby, he is just like, he's in this like hit list. Like he has all of us on a hit list. Like it's funny because this past week, like he destroyed the curtains, whatever the case is. And then he like individually like lined all of us up individually. So my son like loves NASCAR and Hot Wheels. He went and destroyed one of his NASCARs. And then I have like this figurine of like, it's, the dad with the son, the mom with the baby, the other son with the dog. He went and he grabbed like my figurine and broke the hand off.
Oh.
And then he went to he's like just going
Was that on
Message.
was that on purpose?
I think so. I felt
Message.
He was sending you
Yeah.
a message.
Yeah, I felt attacked.
I
He
see,
went.
listen here,
He
daddy.
said, touch me
Yeah.
one more time.
Yeah.
Touch me.
I'm gonna get that hand off
Yeah.
you, daddy.
He went to my wife's frame, broke the shit out of that.
Oh,
And I
no.
told my oldest, I'm like, you got to watch out because you're next. I'm like, I don't know what he's about to do, and he's gonna go after you. Yeah.
I'm not a father, but I'm a cousin, so Jimmy,
That you know of.
anyway.
That you know of. baby.
He said
Jimmy-
anyway.
Yeah.
So I think she's in her. She's starting to get her imagination together.
Yeah.
So she walked up to Unc earlier, like this, and he held out his hand,
Yeah.
and she just goes like this, and there's nothing there, and he was like, okay. She goes, "You're welcome." Then walks away. I'm like,
A little sassiness.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how she just overpronounced the "you're welcome," but
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
If anything, just let him know, baby. You're welcome.
Yeah. What did you guys want to be when you guys were little? When you grew up?
You go first. Oh my gosh. So my cousin and I, funny story, my cousin and I, we used to literally make desks like what you have right there.
Yeah.
And we would act like we're like receptionists. Hi. I think my name was what was my name? Hers was Michelle, her
Yeah.
fake name when she answered the phone. And I don't remember what my name was. It was another fake name. But we acted like we were receptionists, like if we
Yeah.
worked like at a place or something.
That's crazy.
That's so
Yeah.
good. I love that. I was such a weird person. Just the fact that I'm a Gemini too.
Yeah.
There was not one thing actually that I could ever pick, but it was between a marine biologist and a
Uh-huh.
paleontologist and a dancer.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
And I did a little bit of science school. I did a little bit of paleontology kind of fairs and shit when I was like a kid.
Right.
But as I got older, I was like, I'm not about to be able to afford my expeditions. And I'm not going to work for a boring, dry ass college in America and go
Yeah.
travel the world on their science expeditions
Yeah.
looking for these bones. But as I've gotten older, I've never let go of that dream of being a paleontologist. It's just not going to be here for me. I need to go
But
somewhere else.
You can change it and you can make it work for you.
Yeah,
And then you can actually create this whole new lane for people that want to do that
I
because the
really
fact
do.
that
Yeah,
it changes the interpretation from it. You know what I mean?
right.
When I was little, I kind of the same thing where I wanted to be a bunch of different things. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be Captain Planet. 'Cause
Captain Planet.
I did. I wanted to be a real life
remember
Captain
Captain
Planet.
Do you litter?
I don't.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't litter. I return the shopping carts. Like I'm all for the people. You know what I mean? That's where my dream was when I was little. I also wanted to be. I think
he littered.
Yeah.
You got to go beat him up now.
I know I am.
you can try.
Yeah,
Captain Patrick.
yeah, that's what it was.
You're
and
gonna be
then-
5'2", trying to.
And I wanted to be an undercover cop. I wanted to be all kinds of
Cool.
different things.
I like that.
Yeah, none of it worked out.
All those
so.
personalities I do see in you, though.
Yeah.
You can definitely have a show where you're playing an undercover cop, and you can like work all that in there, kind of
Yeah.
like how you told me. I knew that I always wanted to be a mom.
Yeah.
I didn't think the part though through that you needed a partner. So when I manifested that for myself, I completely forgot that part.
Yeah.
And so I'm living proof that you need to manifest it fully. Like
Yeah, you do.
you have
And
to
believe in
fully.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, I kind of found something out along my journey these last few years that if you have belief, you cannot know and believe something at the same time. So
Right.
if you believe it, you don't know it. Either you know it or you believe it.
Yeah.
So having that confidence in yourself will replace that word believe with the I know.
Okay.
And then that kind of changes your trajectory and the trajectory that you put into the world. So we all need to be careful with words. I said,
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't thought about that before, but I always say, oh, I believe in me. I believe in me. Well, I know in me, I know that I'm capable of doing any of the things. Sometimes saying believe is kind of setting me back in my manifestation journey. So
Yeah.
I've been learning that and I've been journaling about that. And I've gone back and looked at all my journals throughout the years. And I'm always like, I believe I can do this. I believe I can fly. Like
That's right.
so keeps change that to believe to I know I'm capable of doing this. I know I have it in me to do that. And then just see kind of what the changes are. Because that's probably why I'm not even all depressed like I was, when I met you.
Yeah.
One thing I learned was when I'm in a conversation, I'm like, ugh, I have to go to work. I have to go and do this. And people just keep telling me to like, no, you get to go to work.
Right.
You
Yeah.
get to, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, go do this. You get to do that.
Yep. They're all
So,
luxuries.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to do that better.
Yeah. The reason why I was asking is because I was looking up like the latest 3 trends from back in the days to now. Back in the days, it was a doctor, it was an actor, and it was a sports either player, something within the sports field. Nowadays, I was hearing that the top 3 picks of kids are, which is probably common, either a YouTuber, TikTok star, an influencer, and number 3 is someone in the healthcare profession.
And it's American statistics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody said rapper because, I mean, I'm sure people say rapper, but man,
Everybody
I've heard.
sees the YouTube and influencer, and I think they will grab at that because I was surprised too, Jimmy. Like I was surprised I didn't see a musician, or an actor because I felt like those 2 would have been there.
I know a lot of people my age that want to be a rapper and they cannot rap.
Yeah.
I mean, I support your dream, but
Yeah.
I want to go produce like DJ Khaled or something.
I don't know what I mean. I'm probably gonna get slack for it, but I don't really see his position. I feel like because he has money and that's it. I
Yeah.
feel like so many other people could have done what he's done.
He produced. The only
he
way I
produces
see
a lot, but at
yeah,
the same
he
time,
produced it a couple but I don't know how. I think he was really just put on like he was at the right place by the right time.
right. That's where I was going with that.
So
I always hear, if a daddy's broke, then he's a deadbeat. But when mama's broke, she is doing her best. How do we change that narrative? What do we need to be doing?
Yeah. I don't know why people talk like that.
Yeah.
You know, everyone struggles. Everybody goes through their shit or their stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, we cuss on the show.
I
Yeah.
know it's the mom and pop though. I'm trying to keep
I know,
it
but
PG-13.
yeah, there's all parents. There's
Yeah. But we just have to change that because men do struggle just like women. We're all the same, I don't know how we change that though. Just keep
This is how we change
Yeah,
it.
literally.
I think this is because
Talking
me,
about
I
it.
will be I'll say it. And as a single mom, I've been a single mom for a decade and some change, and that doesn't it doesn't have anything to do with the feeling that I have about that statement, and it's wrong. Dad struggle, mom struggle, family struggle, people struggle. It's a weird narrative and I don't know where it came from. I think also it comes from like maybe certain communities, like and maybe even social media, and that one tag gets looped around, it gets retweeted, reposted, it gets seen for like too long.
Yeah.
You got to end that. Go, don't be that person who go, I got social media. Well, you don't use it. Hop in there, jump in the comments, get in there, you have a page for a reason. Say your piece. If I see something and I don't want to unfollow it and I want to keep watching it, I'll state something like, especially if they have a bigger following than me, like, dude, change your narrative. Yeah. I don't know what your baby mom did to you, but not every baby mother acts like that. Yeah. Just like not every baby father is a deadbeat. That's not the truth. Yeah, so
I agree.
Jumping on like narratives, putting your 2 cents in, less of it's not my business, not my problem, more of I heard it, I saw it, I see it, and I got something to say.
Yeah.
I think that helps.
Yeah, I agree. You want to add anything?
No, I mean, just what she said was right. I mean, we just got to figure out how use this as we can to bring positive out of it, you know?
I agree. Because this is a good avenue.
Yeah.
So before we continue, we're going to take a quick potty break. But before we do, Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to this channel, and share this video for support because Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. We'll be right back.
Mama wants a new car.
Yes, that too. Back, right, Jimmy?
Yep. We're back.
Okay, cool. We are back. So what is your guys' secret to parenting?
I smoke weed.
Beat them. Beat them. No, I was
I
playing.
smoke
Yeah.
weed.
Girl, me too. Me
I
too.
cry
Yeah.
a lot. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I journal. I cry. I smoke weed. I talk a lot to myself. I'm
Same.
constantly apologizing. I'm checking myself in the mirror. I'm like Michael Jackson. Like, I'm dealing with that girl in the mirror. Like, I have to I have no support system.
Yeah.
So I have to check myself 3 times around, and then I have to check them, and then I have to come back and check on us. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of check-in, but then are you okay?
Yeah.
I love you. Did I hurt your feelings? Okay, but I'm sorry, but I love you.
Yeah.
You need to listen. And then I don't hit. Like, if I have to get to that point and it's going down, I've ever only had to do that once for my son and once for my daughter. I don't walk around threatening you like I'm a beat your no.
Yeah.
You get the crazy eyes and it's up to you to try it.
Yeah.
I think they learned.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to go around threatening and whooping because it hurts me. It does. I used to hear my
Yeah,
mom
It really
say that.
does. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd be in the bathroom in the shower like, what? I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
There's
is
no
crazy.
secret though.
Yeah.
No.
Honestly, there's no secret. It's just you just go with it. Like
Yeah.
no one there's no freaking book out there
There's
that
not,
tells you
yeah.
how to parent.
Because you
Yeah.
don't know what kid you getting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
And
know
they
who
all
you
are
are.
3
Yeah.
different personalities.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
roll with the
The
punches.
yeah. But I do have to agree with that because I was just thinking about it. Like when they say it hurts me more than it hurts you, I agree with that because every
Yeah.
time like I'm punishing them or whatever the case is, whether I'm taking stuff, I've spanked them, whatever the case is, I'm like, fuck, I feel like I'm in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is horrible.
Yeah.
I even feel bad when I see other parents, not necessarily spanking their kids, whatever the case is, but when they're making a fool out of their kids in front of people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't, like, it just, like, I was in Costco one time and there was this kid, he was, the mom told him to do something and then the dad told him to do something. So then he goes and he does something and he's confused and he's not asking questions. And I'm just wondering, okay, like, what does that situation look like at home?
Home. Yeah.
Then they
Yep.
start yelling at him. And then he's like, you can see he's just so confused and stressed out.
Yeah.
Then they're just like, one's yelling at him, then the other's yelling, and then he's like, he just freezes.
Yep.
And then so I kind of intervened. I'm like, look, like I can see he's stressed, like, just
Yeah, good for
one needs
you.
to get on him and whatever the case is. Now, whatever they said to me, it was a whole different story, but I'd rather them get mad at me than,
Take it out
I
on
mean,
their kid.
I hope that they ended it there and they just didn't get home and then, get on his case even more
Yeah.
because of the fact that it ended up creating even a bigger situation. But
I hope it opened
Man.
up their eyes and
I
that
don't know if it did. It just felt like they were so prideful.
yeah.
They were
That's
prideful in that
sad.
I
moment.
mean,
and
pride
I
is the
felt-
devil, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It
And as
really
a
is.
kid right now,
Yeah.
it's like I used to be, I was asked to do something. Go ask your mama.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got to go ask your dad.
Yeah.
Bro, somebody just answer the question, please.
At that point, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Right.
On God, no. On that point, I'm just gonna go. See, I think that's the difference. I think with today's generation, the generation before us, and their generation, everything is trickling down to like, there's no boundaries.
Right.
There's no boundaries, and then it's like you want these kids to have so much respect, but they don't even know what respect is. You never taught them.
Yeah.
And at this point, they're more functionable and cognitively functionable because they're able to make choices for themselves. So you want me to discipline or scold a child who's able to function on their own without the help of their parents, and you're the parent?
Yeah.
No. Get out of here, goofball.
Yeah.
Your kid is going to do better without you. You're holding them back. See, we don't talk about that. We don't
Yeah.
talk about how sometimes parents and bad parenting can hold a child back and mess them up as an adult. So I personally have never ever had somebody come up to me while I was parenting in public and check me. I've had parents come up to me and be like, "Are you teaching your kids about using money? Like, how do you get them to focus?" I would love, honestly, for someone to come up to me and see that I was struggling and show me that I was a part of a community, that they noticed me enough to offer me some suggestive help.
Yeah.
Because shit,
So
sometimes we need that.
let me go back into that one, because in this situation, I felt intrigued to be able to voice my opinion in this situation, because I've been in other situations where I intervene, but in a different way. I'm reaching out to the parent like, "Hey, like, are you doing okay? Like, let me help you out, whatever the case is. Like, just take some minute. Like, I'll stand here with your kid, whatever the case is." Because in those times, it's good to, if you intervene in those ways. Not, I think that was the first time, and even at that point, like I felt like, uncomfortable, because the fact that the way I had to like step in and been like, "Hey, like, I think what you guys are doing is wrong."
Mhm.
I don't like to check a parent,
Why?
how they, because I think we have our responsibility to learn and to be able to figure that out on our own based on the kids that we get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if someone tried to parent me, whatever the case is, I'll take it. I'll, if it's depending, if it's criticism, but if they're just doing it just to be, an asshole, whatever the case is, or they just want to give me their 2 cents, in a negative, way, I
Yeah.
want,
Then fuck them.
right.
Right. But then the people like how you were coming from a pure place and your intentions were well, that's needed. And there are a lot of people that are like you, that are like you, that are like me. And then we always go, I don't know about you guys, but I always, before I step into something, think, well, shit, am I going to get something out of this? Is it going to backfire on me? But I think I'm growing confident knowing that, no, some of us have gifts and some of us have talents. And like, you're really good with people and you're really good with diverse people. There's like not one group of people that I don't see you being able to talk to.
Yeah.
So that for me, that's huge. And that means you have like a certain level of spiritual responsibility, maybe.
Right.
I don't think you have to accept it or take it, but whatever you do with it is you. But there's a lot of people that would appreciate this, that could really actually learn. Let's stop giving the credit to parents that every parent is a good parent. Not every parent is. Some people are
100%.
functionable drug addicts. So you probably witnessed a come down. You probably witnessed two people coming down from a functionable high, and you don't know. You probably just saved that little boy from dealing with a lot of shit at home. See, always think of it from two sides. I live in duality, so for me, it's easy. You think of it, the parent's overwhelmed and stressed out. This kid is probably a hellion at home. You never know. But there's something that provoked your energy to even pay attention.
Yeah.
So good for you.
So that's the model that I actually live by. Is not necessarily am I looking at the glass half empty or half full. Actually, I got this tattoo right here. It means mental alchemy.
Oh, I like that. That's nice.
Mental alchemy is looking at every negative, you're turning it into a positive.
Yep.
If you get stuck and you're getting like every red light, and then you're driving down the road and you see a bad accident, it's like saying, "Oh, like, okay, like that could have been me." Whatever the case is, you're at a train and you're having to be somewhere, but your kid's in the back, whatever the case is, and you're just like, the train comes, and you're, instead of being frustrated, count every train cart, and then make it a game out of it. Whatever the case is, life is too short.
See?
Life is too precious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got
Mental
the gift.
alchemy is literally just changing the perception of life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like the fact that, because you talked about boundaries, which happens to be my next question. What are boundaries looking like, in both of your guys' house?
Oh gosh, boundaries. It's hard with teenagers
Yeah.
because they each have their own personalities. They all act differently.
Yeah.
But, as long as they're doing what they need to do,
Right.
I'm okay with it. Like, you have your school, you have your
Say
work.
they're not.
They're not, then we're going to have to figure out something.
Yeah. What is that figuring out? Like, are you guys getting a pencil and a paper and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
like,
we're going to have to
let's game
sit
plan.
down. We're going to game plan because you're
Yeah.
not going to not do anything.
Uh-huh.
You are a teenager now.
Yeah.
Coming into adult. Actually, one's already an adult.
Yeah.
It'd be worse if she was an adult. We would need to probably really figure out something.
Yeah.
But, for the most part, I think I've instilled in them like, hey, you're going to go to school, you're going to work.
Mhm.
You're not going to just sit at home and do nothing and watch TV and hang out
Right.
with your friends. You can go out, but you make sure you have your responsibilities done first.
Yeah. What about you, Britt? Star?
No, yeah, that's good. I was listening to that. I'm like, can I come join? No, so for me, I have a 10-year-old, but he's very much like a teenager in many ways, and then I have a teenager. She's 13.
Right.
But honestly, I've had the pleasure of like making them in my image.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not like their dad's not around, so they don't have his molding, but they're very much like me.
Yeah.
So if they don't feel productive, not by the means of having amount of money or amount of things, but if they don't feel productive, they'll tell me, they'll be like, I need a day to myself. I don't need you talking to me. I don't need the world talking to me. I need this day to myself. And if it's an in bed day, or if it's I need to sit down and chill out type of day, then that's fine. But if they're not doing the schoolwork that's required of them, they have to explain to me why. Right now, I'm dealing with a kid who's like, I don't see the point of doing this shit because I'm not going to use it to grow up. Why don't they give me a check balancing book class? Because I don't see how I'm supposed to know how to use my debit card or credit, and we're not talking about it. Okay, you're 13. Let's go talk about it. So right now we're fishing for cards. We're looking at credit unions and bank accounts. See, I'm big on that. I've talked about this for a lot, but my kid don't see a point. Right now, they're seeing everything that's wrong. So I'm dealing with this every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Okay, so let's find a school that works for you then. Because homeschool's not working, in-person school's not working, art school's not working, charter school's not working. You might want to get your GED so you can start making some money, since that's what you really want to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's where we're at. They're getting ready to take some classes we're looking at a couple of the community schools around here. But this kid is like a lot of kids, and probably like me in a way when I was little. If I had the option to have done this and was explained the way it would have benefited me, I probably would have opted out of high school, because this is what a lot of kids don't want to do, waste their time. They see their parents, they see their caregivers, they see their guardians. All they hear is this, that, and that. If you notice, the trajectories have changed for what kids want to be when they grow up. They want freedom. They want financial freedom, and they want freedom in the sense that they don't need to be stuck in a 9 to 5 if it's not happy. They don't care if it makes them happy more. They want freedom. Yeah. So for me, I am constantly redirected and also being redirected myself. It's a never-ending story.
Right?
So,
it is.
So what is the repercussions if they're being, I don't want to say disrespectful, but just rude? Like they're having their own.
There's an underlining somewhere,
right?
and something's missing. And I think going back to therapy, that might be something we need to dig into, because there's something going on, and your child's not always going to tell you. You're as a parent, you'll recognize. I'm
dealing that with my oldest right now.
It doesn't matter how cool or good of a dad you are. Like right now, we could all bring our kids in here. Your kid might talk to her kid might talk to me, my kid's talking to her, and we're all gonna be looking at each other sideways like, what the fuck is? It has nothing to do with us. Yeah. It has nothing to do with us. And don't take it personal, because that's something that your kid you've been teaching your kid this all of this time. Take the advice that you've been giving them and listen. Your kid's gonna cuss you out one day. Maybe it has nothing to do with your parenting. They might just say, just excuse my French, fuck this shit, you idiot. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fight your kid? You're gonna hit your kid? No, you're gonna let your kid express themselves. You're gonna say, okay. You've got it out. You said what you need to say. Now here's what I have to say. And if they can't do what you did, and they can't sit there calmly, and they can't do the same thing, yes, there's an underlying issue that's missed in counseling, therapy, psychiatrists, any of that could be there's different levels.
Is there at any point, going into your statement, at any point is a response a bad response?
Yes.
Because some will, if a kid's talking like that to the parent, some parents will beat the shit out of their kid. You know what I mean?
And why though?
Others won't even do anything, and then that might escalate into a bigger situation. You know what I mean? There's
all of that all of that definitely depends on your child. But if you've told your kid you can express yourself and your thoughts are safe with me, and they might think of you as a fucking idiot, and they try to tell you that you're a fucking idiot to them, and now you cut them off because they disrespected you. But you told me I could express myself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're my mom, but man, you move weird. Yeah. You move funny. I don't like the way you do things. As a matter of fact, I don't like how you fold my t-shirts. Yeah. You ever sit there and think about that? Right. We ever sit there and think about it? Now, I don't have a contact relationship with my parents, but they did their best when they raised me. Right. And if I ever for a second thought that I could talk to my parents the way that my kids talk to me, I would be not alive. Yeah. But why? Why am I not allowed to feel? I don't have to like you. Do you like me all the time, Mom? Yeah. Is there a moment that you look at me and think, I don't understand why she can't clean her room? What's wrong with her head? See, we got to understand that these kids are people too. Right. They are allowed 100%. To not like us, but let them know, as long as you are safe and respectful, I will always be here for you, and I will always take whatever you say with a grain of salt, but do not hurt this household. Don't hurt this family. Don't you pick up a weapon, because I'll take you out this motherfucking earth if you thought you could. That's different. Right. But if they're just over here ho-haring, throwing shit, and They let what?
not okay.
Yeah, but you gotta let them express themselves. You give them a safe space to do it. They can't be hurting themselves and others along the way. Now, you don't want to get to therapy and get to a point where now a therapist is telling you something about your kid.
Yeah.
And now you got people coming to your door telling you are not able to take care of your kid. You want to have a hold on it.
And therapy is okay. I had my daughter in counseling.
Yeah.
You know, she was 13.
Yeah.
Or something. There was under that she was doing stuff in school.
Social media don't help.
You know, she was going. I don't know what was going through her mind, honestly. And this was probably like 7th grade, 8th grade, like right in middle school. And I'm like, we got to do something. Counseling, she didn't want to go. She fought it, but no.
That's the only thing that I'm afraid of. Like, I love, the whole therapy, narrative or not consensus. What's the word I'm looking for? The whole narrative with therapy. The only thing I'm afraid of is not necessarily what they would be judging me, but just the fact that they might, say like, "Oh, are you doing this wrong?" and it coming from a bad place. You know what I mean? Or them saying like, "Oh, well, you're not fit to, raise your kids because I'm not conforming into their structure."
That's like the worst case scenario.
Right.
And that's usually with a psychiatrist or like somebody who's able
more
to
extreme
give therapy, counseling. They're more like a friend to you guys both.
Right.
They're gonna kind of be like your Switzerland.
Yeah.
They're gonna like hear the tea from your kid and then hear the tea from you and then create a good solution to where they're literally like angels on earth. They're gonna try to keep it peace. Most of them, the good ones are.
Because been in a few situations where we've had people move around in our house because of situations where CPS comes in, and CPS aren't always the good people. Like,
no, they're not.
I see them as, in a sense, like a villain or whatever the case is.
As you should.
So when I did live with my mom and my stepdad, I used to get judged about how I felt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like I got so good at hiding my emotions. It's just a mesh of like people don't think I care, but I do. I just
don't know how
you
to
didn't show it.
I don't know how to show it anymore.
Yeah.
Like today, I seem okay today.
Yeah.
But me and my girlfriend just broke up yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
sorry.
And I seem I'm like I just don't show it. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah. It's just like
Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Is that your first love?
Yeah, I would say.
How old are you, honey? How old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17.
Yeah.
Right. Would it make you feel different if you had people to support your relationship in your family?
I mean, I don't want to say. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I knew. I feel like when I was going into it, I knew nobody was gonna like. I wouldn't have nobody else to talk. I can talk to my friend. There's a few friends I can talk to about it, but it's like I got to be careful who I'm talking to in my family.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got to pick and choose.
Right.
Because if I choose the wrong person, it's going to be like it was my fault.
Yeah,
Right.
I understand. Yeah, and that happens all the time.
Right.
You know?
But he just touched a big valid point that I felt like I've dealt with this, the father of my kids. If we had support and we had structure instead of saying, you guys are 17, you're never going to make it, you're high school sweethearts, it's not going anywhere, or, their family pointing the blame on me or my family pointing the blame on them. If we just had simple support.
Right.
Yeah.
If we just had support, that would have changed everything, whether we would have made it or not. It just, the world, we don't give healthy support. I'm not going to say the world because I've been outside of America and I keep trying to express this to people. Get you a passport and travel because we don't support family here.
Yeah.
We don't support that at all, whether it's romantic family, healthy relationships, whether it's just healthy, like raising your children or support one another. We don't do that. So I think that we just need to keep talking about it, keep sharing about it. And I'm glad that you did share that because like I wouldn't have known that if you didn't share that. And that hurts me because how long would you have went without sharing that? And then the next time you're in a relationship, how long would it have gone for you to open up to that person about it? See, we need to heal ourselves and heal with each other. It is a community thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We can't do this alone. You can't do this alone. I can't do this alone.
Talking about it's going to help and just relieve and take those 1,000 bricks that are on your back. Just you'll feel so much lighter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
I don't want to be cliche, but Jimmy, time will heal all wounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is his first love. You know what I mean? And those are always the hardest. But
those are the hardest.
After you get past the first one, you start learning your rhythm and you start learning who's better for you, who's healthy,
Yes.
who's healthy for you.
Yep.
Yes.
And am. I'm learning that because when I was, you know what I'm saying, and how do I say this? Okay. What I was told by somebody was that I'm about to turn 18, but I'm still young, and you know what I'm saying. I have time to.
Yeah.
He was like, "Bro, the village is gonna just widen up to the city,"
Really
because
good.
he was like, "You." He said, "You're a like I'm a great person." This is what I told. I think I'm alright. You know what I mean? But I can't dread over. I can't cry over spilled milk. You know what I mean?
Is that how?
But you
he
can
But
though.
you can't. Yeah, I was just
You
gonna say that.
definitely can.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like I dropped a tear or two, but you know what I'm saying. I
It's
stopped.
okay to cry.
Absolutely.
Like
It's the
I
best
stopped.
therapy is crying.
Yeah, it's
It's
okay to
okay
cry.
to feel
Yeah.
the way that you're feeling too.
And then those tears, if you're keeping them inside, that's all toxicity that you're holding within. You know what I mean?
Right.
So release that. Let it go.
It's
You know
gonna
what I
make you stronger. I promise.
Let your soul go through that laundromat and refresh your body, man. You
Right.
got to get your mind and your body and of your soul in sync, and that way when you're speaking and your words are coming out, it almost will happen for you.
Right.
So you just got to give yourself some time and trust in that. You have a good heart, and I can hear it. I can just feel it, and just giving yourself that time and finding out your place within yourself before anything will give you exactly what you need to be.
Yep. I agree. So to change the subject a little bit, what was your guys' favorite snack as a kid?
A snack?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know.
I'm so weird. I never get over. I like fruit or vegetables with ranch.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're the little trees or like the carrots or broccoli,
Yeah.
or celery. I mean, it doesn't matter. I like it all with ranch. But as a kid, for sure, it was those Tostinos pizzas.
Oh, the little pizza
Pizza
bites.
rolls?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to like make them soft, right,
Yeah.
and then roll them and then put them like in the oven to get them kind of crunchy.
Oh, dang, like chips.
Well, like I just made like what is a taquito? Like a keto,
Oh.
it's a keto, but a pizza.
Oh, okay.
So I always used to make a pizza Tostitos,
Oh,
like
dang.
just super fast.
Yeah.
Hungry.
Yeah.
I
And
think
you.
mine were just like remember the little bagel bites? That
Yeah.
you put them in the oven or whatever, and they
Yeah.
just little pizza bites. We
So
eat
good.
those a
Anything
lot.
pizza for me.
Yeah.
I used to like the toasted strudels, the
Yes.
gushers, the Pringles, everything that was
All
bad
that.
for me.
I still like
Everything
that.
that's
What you
banned.
mean?
Yeah, everything that everything that
It's
should
banned.
be
I
banned
love
here.
avocado toast.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
That's
I'm
my
kidding.
shit.
I'm
That
kidding.
is-
I was
As
really
a kid,
kidding.
as a
No, I'm
kid,
kidding. I
I
was
was like,
kidding.
I love avocado toast
I love-
now.
Yeah,
No, I like
Yeah.
I like toast with Nutella.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
good. I
I'll put
love
Nutella
Nutella.
on it.
I just got into Nutella too.
I don't want to hate on avocado because avocado was good, Jimmy. I like avocado in
I don't-
itself, and avocado toast is really good.
Oh, I put a little. I do like a little over easy egg. And
Yes.
Put it
Yeah.
on
Oh,
there,
that's
and then
good
put some
too.
salt and pepper.
Yeah.
I do that. I do mine with
Oh.
turkey bacon.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that too.
That's good.
I do regular bacon too. I don't care.
Yeah. The reason why
I
I was
love
saying that is because I don't want to push off, bad food because all the ones that I mentioned, is bad. But and it also has a lot of, harsh, harmful, ingredients. But did you know that fruit gummies are really bad for us kids, or bad for kids? The number one ingredient in it is corn syrup. Fruit gummies should have real fruits. You want real fruit, eat real fruit. I can't even say my words
Oh
right.
man,
I
so
actually-
you're telling me the
yeah.
I do
organic
like
gummies
fruit.
are bad?
They're all bad. This
Damn
causes
it.
heart issues as well as diabetes, weight
Shit.
gain, etc.
I do
Look for
prefer fruit.
alternatives.
I'm dying.
I do
then.
prefer fruit over like candy and stuff.
I love fruit. Yeah.
I love gummy bears.
Because it has a natural sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Like I love grapes. I love
Love grapes.
I love
too.
watermelon.
Love
I mean that
watermelon.
sounds. Anyway.
Yeah. So I would love to hear your opinions on these three topics. Here, the first one is a Canadian father is suing a venue after a daughter who is 26 got drunk at a Marilyn Manson concert and exploded a house on her way home. The explosion was caused due to the daughter crashing into a house that then destroyed 4 houses and resulting into 7 injuries and up to $15 million in damages.
Holy cow! I've never. Wow.
Let's make that make sense real quick. So the dad is suing on
The
behalf of
venue.
the 26-year-old is suing the venue.
No, the dad is suing the venue for the daughter crashing into the houses.
That's weird. If I own that venue, I'd sue his parents
I
for
would
raising
too.
an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
How is it?
It's her fault. Like I get
100%.
it.
Did he not teach her responsibility for self?
Yeah.
Because unless she was drugged or somehow forced to do this.
She was driving on her own.
So then it's
No
her
one
fault.
forced her to get into the
Just
car.
like that woman, that nurse has to go to jail and lose her nursing license for that accident she did in LA or whatever because she got into a fight with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Then she took responsibility for that. She'll take that L. She
Yep.
needs to take this L. You're 26 years old.
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's a proper example of ill parenting. At some point, your child is supposed to be able to be an adult.
Yeah.
Your child will always be your child
is an adult,
but
at
they're an
that point.
adult at some point and have laws. I can't come around fighting the law. You breaking the law.
You're 26.
You're 26.
You're a grown ass adult.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
are.
Rehab.
Yeah. What about this situation? A mother is suing the kid's school after the school is not allowing the mom to do any volunteering for kids' school for the kids' school because the school found out about the mom having an OnlyFans account.
Oh man.
Oh, she needs to sue. Yeah, sue him. Wait, she's suing him?
Yeah.
Yeah, sue him.
Yeah.
That's not their business.
Exactly.
But see, here's the thing. What
I don't want that dirty money.
What is the real issue with her volunteering? Like that has nothing.
First
to do
of
with
all,
how many-
OnlyFans, let's get this clear because I was an OnlyFans person too. Let's get this
Yeah.
clear. OnlyFans doesn't have nothing to do with sex. If your content is sexual related, then that's your content. You can very well have a TV show on your OnlyFans. You can very well teach a class on your OnlyFans. Whoever gave the impression that OnlyFans is a sexually explicit industry is a small-minded person. You
Yeah.
have to kind of grow with the times. It's a basic way to stream for yourself on any level. Whatever you want to attract is what you attract. So yes, I feel like it's very small-minded. It's insulting. It's
But what
disrespectful.
does that have to do with her volunteering?
There's no
incompetent. Relevance.
They're probably insecure and incompetent around her. They're so busy in her business that they don't even know what her business is. Did you
Yeah.
buy the content? Do you know what she's selling?
Yeah.
Because why would they be upset with her? She's volunteering her time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
She's
saying,
sharing her
like-
time when she could be making OnlyFans content.
Yeah.
They're weird, and it sounds like they need to go get some inner peace.
Education. No, they need education.
Yeah.
They got to figure out who this person is because this person could be the sweetest person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
And-
to be honest, I didn't even know. Like when you think OnlyFans, you think, oh, it's so sexual, and they're getting naked, and
Yeah.
they're having sex or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could actually, do other things besides just,
Yeah.
Well, you can find a lot of secrets that you didn't know were secrets on OnlyFans if you're watching the right OnlyFans. And now if
Yeah.
you want to watch a little Blueface Krayshawn little situation, there's a lot of that out there. But there's a lot of scientists that are very in fear of their work being put out or them dying. There's a lot of agriculture people who put secrets to I found out all the chicken feed stuff was going bad through OnlyFans. I
Wow.
found out that the chicken feeds were owned by two companies in the Americas, and they're the reasons why all the chickens are dying and they're not being able to produce. I found that off of OnlyFans. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? So there's just a lot of content that isn't just sexual that's on there, and I think that
That's good that you
That's
said
a
that.
good point,
'cause-
yeah.
yeah.
And I think at
appreciate
that point they're just judging her.
Yeah.
They're judging her by the name OnlyFans. Just like I said, I didn't know there
I
was
don't
more
see-
content than that.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, the one situation where the two parents or the two teachers were having sex in the school thing, that's a
Oh.
whole different situation.
Yeah,
Wait a
that's,
minute,
that's
what?
a whole
Yeah.
other.
But this one,
What?
like,
What was that one?
story.
I didn't hear
So-
that one.
yeah, so
What?
there was a different situation where two teachers were actually they had an OnlyFans account and they were having sex at the school, filming their content there.
What? But
Yeah.
okay, cool,
not
but
a-
not cool.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah.
So many questions.
Yeah.
What kind of school was this and why?
Regular school, yeah.
What was the
Regular
name of the
school?
video? And
I don't know. You got to go back and check out. It's on one of the other episodes where we're talking about
Okay.
it. But,
Wow.
yeah.
I will find it.
Yeah.
So many
Um,
questions.
Yeah. What about this one? And this one's crazy because I wouldn't have even lasted, the first part of it. But a 29-year-old Floridian son who lives with his parents rent free spends $60,000 from the brother's credit card, took out a $60,000 loan on parents' house, and spent $275,000 of dad's savings and retirement money on virtual girlfriend and porn addiction.
He's going to jail.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
the
is
fuck?
a twisted ass story.
I know. I
So
mean, this kid just kept
twisted.
going, and the dad was just like,
Ah.
I don't know. Would you at any point
Shocked.
sue your child? If this, I mean,
If that is my situation,
If
unfortunately,
you
yes.
put me in that
Yeah.
debt, how are you gonna fix this?
I don't even know, dude. That's
Like, how is this gonna be fixed?
I'm trying to do the math.
And if you're suing him, what are you suing for? He obviously has nothing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? What is he gonna give you?
His
Nothing.
birthright is gone. Shit.
I don't
At that
know.
point.
I mean, I can't even do the
That's
math with all those
crazy.
different numbers, but I'm just like, he screwed the brother over, screwed the parents over, the dad's life savings are gone, so he'll be working for another,
That's the weirdest shit to me. See, I always hear those type of stories, and I'm like, why is he not the black sheep? Why is someone like me a black sheep? Like, he needs to be a black sheep. He in here stealing from brother, stealing from dad. Online, you can't even get a real girlfriend. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you're not beat up. You're not kicked out the family. You're not sleeping on the streets.
Yep.
That's that tough love he needs. I don't know. If you can't sue him, he doesn't have nothing. So I don't know. What do you do with that? See, because now I can't put my kids in that situation. So I'm gonna speak as I'm not the parent. He needs to get fucked up.
He after the first $1,000, whatever the case is, I would have been like, okay, you're going to sex addiction class or whatever it ends up being. I don't know the situation.
Yes.
$1,000 after $20.
You shouldn't have
I don't
taken
know.
nothing from me.
Yeah,
I
like
provided you for your whole
right.
life. What are
And-
you
and
taking
he's
from me
living
for?
rent-free, and it's just
You're
I don't know.
29?
He said it's for
Yeah,
free.
29.
You little fucking weirdo. Go
Yeah.
out there in the world. See,
Jeez,
that
29
kid
old.
probably didn't get what he needed.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Sometimes there's parents that should be doing that, like that Home Depot shit that you explained to that type of kid.
Well, so let me play devil's advocate. Because what did the girl look like? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know, maybe I would spend $100,000.
No,
I'm just
wait.
kidding.
Let's
Just
play
kidding.
devil's advocate. Let's play
Yeah.
devil's advocate. How come you can't find a girl like that in real life, in IRL?
Well, here, yeah.
Do you not know how to talk to people?
He could have though. I mean, I feel like at a certain point he could have bought like a prostitute or something like that. You know what I
Well,
mean?
let's talk about why he feels the need to buy a prostitute when you can go to a strip club and have free
Or
legal
even then.
fun.
Yeah, or even then. You know what I mean?
Why do
Like,
you feel the
there's
need?
so many different options that he could have went with. You know what I mean?
Elijah said to report it as theft, let him go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reported as theft. He goes to jail and
Let
then
him learn his
go visit
lesson.
him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess. And this last one, this one's horrible. Father and son are out in Florida driving when they see a person stranded on the road. You guys might have heard this one, might have not. I actually tried to reach out to this person and I can't get a hold of this one. I would love to talk to this person. Let me go back into the story. Father and son are out in Florida driving when they see a person stranded on the road. The son requests to help the stranded man. He's like, Dad, can we help this person? Father pulls over. It's a busy road, but they decide to pull over and help, this guy. But upon helping, this guy that's stranded on the road, another car comes behind and hits the guy that they're helping. And not just hits the guy, but also hits the son, killing the guy, killing the son. Now the father's watching all this happen. Well, then it hits him and it takes out his legs, both of his legs. So now he doesn't even have his legs anymore.
That's crazy.
This is a real story.
Real story out in Florida. Yeah.
How old was the kid?
Geez, I think he was 8. He was a little kid.
Wow.
The whole situation is just horrible. If you see the story and you even hear this guy's talk, the guy, I can't fathom. It blows my mind. Blows my mind completely.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And even like I thought, because I tried reaching out, like I would love just to try to offer some type of advice, just to hear this man, because this man's so uplifting still to this point, where he's just like it was supposed to happen in a sense. It is crazy when you hear some of these interviews.
Wow.
Can I ask spin off on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you said it was supposed to happen. Like, I hear people say stories like that when they just come to terms to accepting
He's very
unfortunate
accepting, and it's,
situations.
like, yeah.
But if you in your mind somehow can put up protection barriers and only accept safety and shit like that, then I have a hard time saying like that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Because I firmly don't believe that bad things are supposed to happen.
I agree.
I don't
wholeheartedly.
believe that.
Yeah.
And I can't say I know that because
Yeah.
that's the part that I don't have true knowing. So I don't believe that bad things are supposed to happen to us. And I don't believe bad things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
In our head, if you accept that, then of course the situation is acceptable to you. I'm not accepting no shit like that.
Yeah.
I deny and reject any accidents.
Yeah.
I deny and reject any ill wills. And without harm to others and on love to me and mine, I project a healthy lifestyle for us all.
Mhm.
No accidents like that to anybody in this room for us. Not for you, and not for them. None of that. See,
Right.
you have to make that known. It's I'm so sorry for his loss, and I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that was supposed to happen to him and his precious baby.
I feel like
definitely.
I have to agree with you where he's trying to find some type of acceptance for
Yeah.
it to make it make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know where I would lose my mind. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But when I was thinking about that and I was like, okay, like if I had the opportunity to say just one thing to him, like what would I say? What would you guys be able to say to him?
I couldn't. I'd be crying.
Yeah.
I'd be hurt. I'd
Yeah.
be looking into necromancing or something. I don't even know. I didn't say it right. But my Creole is coming out of me right now.
Yeah.
Because as a parent, that's the last thing I ever want to
Right.
do. I will have to find a bone and pick it with God if that ever happened. I've actually even let God know that. That's not my storyline.
Right,
Don't do that.
I don't want to say I feel bad because it happened. I'm part of it too, but my brother died,
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear.
and my mom took it rough,
Yeah.
like really rough. And he was young. He had a kid, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was like 24,
Yeah.
and like he called us like the day. I think it was like the day before. No, he tried to. I think he called us like the night of, and I think it was like when everybody was asleep. And I can't imagine how my mom felt. You know what I'm saying? Like it tore my uncle up, it tore me up, it tore all of us up. You know what I mean? So like, I guess like the best thing I mean, not from a parent, but from like a brother, you know what I'm saying, standpoint,
Yeah. A
is like
sibling.
exact. It's like the best thing I just did with it is just like I didn't let it define who I am. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use that as excuse. You know what I mean? For anything.
But it's not an excuse. It's what happened to you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to be like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to try out for basketball because my brother died and I'm depressed. He would have wanted me to do it.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So I understand loss, and I can't understand from my mom's standpoint or my dad's standpoint. All I can do is to understand my standpoint. You know what I mean? As a brother, not even as I can't even do it as a sister. You know what I mean? Because he had a sweeter relationship with them than, but at the same time, he taught me a lot of things that when I was younger I didn't understand, but now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you said about the more it'll hurt you more than it hurt me. He physically hurt me, but at the same time, it's one of them things that it made me tougher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's all I can say about it.
Yeah. I appreciate you sharing that with us, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, at any time you
Yeah.
need to talk to someone. I mean, you have all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate
we're all
it.
here.
Definitely,
Yeah, I
yes.
appreciate you, Jimmy.
This is a safe place here.
Yeah.
Live.
Nobody's gonna know.
No, I know. I was going into the next section.
Oh.
So you know what that means. It's now time for the no, the O, and the laugh. It's where this and every show we give out a random hack, fun fact, or message and joke. Today's hack. Tired of your little ones stealing your goodies? Hide your
Yeah.
candies or sweets in frozen veggie bags, in the freezer, or in the pantry in a rice or oatmeal box.
I
And then
hide
they
my
won't be
stuff
able
all the
to.
time.
Yeah, they won't be able to find it. Yeah. The fun fact. Sugar itself does not make kids super hyper. Any food that affects blood sugar levels, either a tomato or candy bar, can create an adrenaline surge. Fiber can help balance blood sugar spikes. And the joke. I wanted to start a new diet, right? But then I just felt like there was just too much on my plate right now. You get it?
Yes. There's
Yeah.
too much on your plate, so you
Yeah.
can't start your diet.
Yeah. I don't know. I tried on that one.
I got lost for a minute.
Yeah. So as we wrap up the show, I want to give a huge shout out to today's co-host, Bernice. Oh, man.
Thank you.
I'm not laughing at you.
It's because you're so cute.
Clearly,
Okay.
I'm a kid.
Yeah. Let me do that again. As we wrap up the show, I want to give a huge shout out to my co-host, Bernice. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And a huge shout out to today's special guest, Luna Star.
Yes, Luna.
You want to plug or mention anything?
Luna Star __ at IG.
Okay. Do you have any events, anything going on?
Right now I'm just chilling. I have some stuff coming up at the end of March in Seattle, like
Yeah.
2 videos up there. And
Ooh,
then
fun.
I know I'm excited. I haven't done a video in like 2 years, so I'm excited to get back out there.
Shoot
And
me anytime that comes along. Shoot
Yeah.
me
You
that way I
go,
can I can
girl.
promote it,
Thanks.
whatever.
Yeah, because I want to. Maybe we could do something like through the distance. Like I can hop online and you guys can be here, and
Yeah.
I can do like some in the streets type of
Yeah.
stuff.
That'd be
Yeah, let me know.
fun.
Dude, that'd be dope. 'Cause
I would
think
love
was telling
to.
you about the street, the
Yeah.
like the questions and stuff.
Yeah, I'll be up north. I'll be up Portland and Seattle, and
For how long?
for at the end of March, I have something to record up in Seattle, March 17th, and then March 27th, I should be in Portland.
Oh, okay. And then
Yeah.
how long are you gonna be gone for?
Probably just the day, honestly. I got to get
Oh,
back
okay.
to where I need to be. So
Yeah.
the desert be calling me.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be nice weather too for that time. And as always, Mr. Habari Live himself, Mr. Dip.
Mr. Dip.
Whoa, don't do
I haven't
that.
seen
Don't do that.
him. Where is he?
Don't do that.
He's
Don't
been
do that.
He
MIA.
dipped.
He
Mr.
did
Dip
dip.
dipped, yes.
Mr. Dip stay dipping.
They call
And
him Dip
Jimmy
for a
and
reason.
Iesha.
Woo, woo, woo. Go Jimmy.
See, at least
Yay,
somebody had
Jimmy.
excitement with me.
Yes.
Like,
Woo,
Patrick
woo.
said, and Jimmy.
No,
Like,
I said and Jimmy.
Nah.
Yeah.
There was a less.
Yeah.
What?
And
Keep
Elijah
going.
Walsh for
No.
Generations Lee.
Elijah.
And all of you guys out there for watching.
Thank you,
Yes,
you good
thank
people.
you.
You beautiful, sexy people.
Yes.
Keep watching.
Yes. Please like and follow Habari Live Podcast, Habari Entertainment, and check out other shows on there like Habari Live, The Von Rebel Show, Socially Awkward and Uncomfortable, Wealth for Generations, The Dreamcatcher, XL. Jimmy? What's the Dreamcatcher's one? XL, yeah, XL Dreamcatcher. And then anybody else?
Krausen has one.
Krausen? What's the show on that one?
I can't remember.
Oh, Flow.
Flow.
Yeah, for locals only.
Two-Tone.
Yeah, Two-Tone.
Damn, we have a lot of shows.
I was gonna
Yeah, I already
say,
said the Von.
that's a lot of shows you
Yeah.
guys got out there.
Yep.
I need to go home.
Yep. Please also check out One Love on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Stay safe out there, stay hydrated, and make it a great day. And we're out.
Peace out.
Later.